3, 2, 1. Today we are actually going to be reacting to a video about 15 German brands that we pronounce wrong.
Let's see.
Yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video.
Hey, have you seen my Adidas shoes? Your what shoes? Adidas, the brand? Oh, Adidas. Not sure, maybe you've left them in the car? Oh, in your friend's Volkswagen? Huh? Volkswagen, the car brand? It's a German car brand, you should know that. Oh, VW, okay.
VW. Yep. With the whole Adidas thing, I didn't really hear a difference, did you? Adidas and Adidas. It's the same thing and whatnot. I don't know. I didn't really hear a difference, but interesting.
Hallo, servus.
There's a lot of German car brands. You don't know any German car brands?
Isn't BMW one?
Yeah, BMW. Yep.
Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know Volvo is.
No, it's not
Volkswagen.
Volvo. Yeah,
They just call it
Volkswagen. That's Volkswagen. But yeah, Volvo is Swedish. I think. Yeah, it's Swedish. But yeah. Oh.
Over the world, and a lot of people talk about them or even own a German car. The first one is Audi. Most Americans that I know pronounce it like I just said it, Audi. In German, we say Audi.
That's why I be saying Audi.
Yeah,
and there's actually
Audi.
a funny story.
Yeah, it's an Audi.
Yeah.
But Audi. People say Audi? I don't know.
Say Audi.
Audi. Yeah, we say Audi. I don't. Americans say Audi? Maybe because
Some
she's
people do say Audi though.
Maybe she's in Cincinnati. So maybe that's like a Midwest
Some
thing.
people do say Audi though.
Audi.
Some people.
I don't know. I always said Audi.
Yeah.
I always said it. So I don't know. This might be a Midwest thing, but.
This name came from. In 1904, a guy called August Horch founded a car company called A. Horch und Company. Motorenwarenwerke Zwickau, but a few years later,
can you say that?
Nah.
just try it.
Horchen C. Motorwagen Uyghur. Zwicka.
Yeah, it's
Zwicka.
Motor.
Wagen.
Werke.
and founded a new one, but he wasn't allowed to call it Horch again, and since that's not only his last name, but also means listen in the imperative form, he ended up translating it into Latin, and that's Audi. So Audi means listen. The company is located
I didn't know that.
in Bavaria. Then, of course, one of the most famous car brands in the world is this one. It's located in Stuttgart, Germany.
So what did you just call it?
Porsche.
Porsche?
Yeah.
I'd say Porsche too, but they call it.
I've heard Americans
Porsche
pronounce
or
it
something.
Porsche or Porsche. In German, we say Porsche. So there's like this short E sound.
So you know, like Ellen DeGeneres' wife, her name is Porsche. So and I think it's spelled that way too. So it's pronounced the exact same way.
Damn.
But I've never heard Porsche. Have you heard Porsche? Who says Porsche? What? I've never heard Porsche before.
I just heard Porsche.
Yeah.
Porsche. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
In the end, Porsche. It was founded by Ferdinand Porsche in 1931 as a company for vehicle development work and consulting. And one of the first assignments that the company had was from the Nazi government at the time to design a car for the general public, which was what later would become Volkswagen. And so they designed the Volkswagen Beetle, the VW Käfer. This one sounded super funny to me when I first heard how people pronounce it in English. I actually used to drive one back in Germany. So most Americans call this Mercedes. In German, we pronounce it Mercedes. So Mercedes versus Mercedes.
Yeah.
How y'all pronounce y'all words over there? Well, like letters.
Mercedes. Good question. Well, the letters are pronounced differently. No, you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it's G instead of a G, and then H, E, and then J.
How she said that again?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Mercedes.
Mercedes. So it's really pretty different. And the full name, of course, is Mercedes-Benz. I've also heard that in England, people also refer to Mercedes as Merc. A German will not know what you're talking about if you say that, just for your information.
Okay, a Merc is a guy for hire, like he's a Merc. Like what's the full name? It's someone that you hire to kill someone. We call them.
Hitman.
It's a hitman, but we say a Merc. Oh, he's a Merc. Like Deadpool. Deadpool is the Merc with the mouth. So that's his name. But there's like a full name for it or something. I don't know. But we wouldn't understand Merc here in the U.S. neither. So if someone said, "Oh yeah, did you see the Merc?" I would be like, "Wait, there was a killer? Like, who's the killer? Where? Like, I want to know."
I wouldn't even know.
I wouldn't know.
Originally, it was just the company Daimler Motorengesellschaft, founded in 1890.
Can you say that?
I heard what she said. She said, Damas. Oh no, because that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. It's different from like English word, but yeah, it's Daimler Motoren Gesellschaft.
Gesellschaft.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Oh shoot, look at my brother.
Yeah,
do you know what it means?
Nah.
So Daimler is just the name of the company, and what do you think Motoren means?
The motor.
Yeah, motor, and then Gesellschaft, what do you think?
It's the crap.
Huh?
It's the crap.
No, it's the business. So Gesellschaft is business.
Okay.
So the Daimler motor business.
Name Mercedes was added later, inspired by a Daimler car dealer called Emil Jelinek, who was also driving car races under the alias Monsieur Mercedes, which was based on his daughter's first name.
It sounds like a French name.
Jelinek. The name was later also used for one of the car models in the year 1900, and then eventually became the name of the brand itself. This one simply has 3 letters, but of course they're...
So, yeah, BMW.
Or Beamer.
Yeah, we say Beamer, eh? No, but I mean, here we say Beamer and everything. Yeah, BMW. So let's see what she actually says.
Now it's differently in English and in German. In English, people say BMW. In German, we say BMW because W is pronounced W in German, and it stands for Bayerische Motorenwerke, which means Bavarian Engine Works. And of course, BMW is located in my hometown, Munich, which is the capital of Bavaria. The company...
So I don't know if you noticed it, but when my friend Andy visited, he always, like the V, they would always say like wary instead of for very and stuff like that, because the W is pronounced different as the V. They pretty much switch. So every time they always get it confused. But there's also some things that we get confused too, and yeah, obviously, but yeah.
Was founded in 1916 and originally mainly produced aircraft engines. It said that the logo represents a plane propeller, and it also has the colors of Bavaria, blue and white, to show the company's origin. Then after World War I, they survived by producing motorcycle engines, farm equipment, household items and railway brakes, and built their first motorcycle in 1923 and then became a car manufacturer a few years later. They then went back to concentrating on aircraft engines again during World War II, using forced labor from prisoners in concentration camps, and didn't get back into car manufacturing until 1952. Overall, all of these German car brands that I just mentioned are more or less considered luxury brands in the US. I mean, Porsche, of course, is considered a luxury brand in Germany as well, but Audi, Mercedes...
Do you know who owns Porsche or Porsche? Volkswagen. They own Porsche. So I think they were gonna get bought out by BMW or something.
That would be crazy.
But they got outbidded by Volkswagen. So Volkswagen actually owns Porsche now, or Porsche. I don't know which one to say. Porsche. Yeah.
Adidas and BMW are pretty much just regular car brands to us. Obviously, they do have expensive luxury cars as well, but the regular models are driven by people from all social classes in Germany. English speakers call this Volkswagen, while in Germany we usually just call it VW, VW. But even if we did go by the full name, it would be pronounced Volkswagen and not Volkswagen. So just imagine that it was spelled with an F and V instead. Volkswagen. This literally means people's car or
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Because it's supposed to be like a V instead of for a W. So
Because it's switched.
Yeah.
car of the people, and it was founded during the Third Reich in the late 1930s because Hitler wanted to have a car that was affordable for middle-class Germans and that met the needs of an average family. So this was his attempt to make cars something that wasn't only available to upper-class people but to the general public. And the company is based in Wolfsburg.
Okay, due to unpopular demand, I know this is kind of controversial. Even though Hitler is a very bad person, he did do a lot for Germany. Like, that's how they got their highway system. That's how they got the Volkswagen. So even though he's a bad person, obviously, for everything that he's done, he actually, a lot of the stuff that he did actually exists today. Like this car brand and also the Autobahn that they use. And yeah, it's actually pretty interesting.
Now let's move on to something other than cars. So this is one of the brands where, when I heard Americans say this for the first time, I didn't understand at all what they were referring to because they usually pronounce it Adidas, and in Germany we say Adidas.
Adidas?
Adidas. Super different. It's the second largest sportswear manufacturer in the world after Nike, and I don't think that a lot of people know that this is a German company. It also has an interesting backstory.
It's funny, even though I lived in Germany, I didn't know this was a German company. I know they have like Puma, and I think that's all I know for sports brands. I know Nike's American, but did I know Adidas? No, because you also have Reebok. No, I don't know. Maybe I did know this. I don't know. I probably didn't, but I don't think I knew this was a German shoe brand. Did you? Yeah.
Not at all.
Was founded by Adolf Dassler, whose nickname was Adi, so the brand name is based on his first and last name,
sports.
Adidas. He founded the company at his mother's house after he returned from World War I, and he actually played a big role in developing spiked running shoes. In 1924, his brother Rudolf joined the company.
Like a lot of track shoes are Adidas. Nike doesn't really do track shoes. They do football, basketball, but they don't do... Yeah, I never realized that. Okay, yeah.
And they founded the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, but they later got into a fight, split up, and his brother actually founded his own company called Puma, which became the biggest rival of Adidas. So both Adidas and Puma are German brands. Another shoe manufacturer that many Germans would probably consider very, very German. Like if you talk about something typically German, Birkenstock is definitely going to be mentioned. But of course, this brand is known all over the world nowadays, and it's natural that people pronounce it with their native accent. So English speakers usually say like Birkenstock. In German, we say Birkenstock. Birkenstock, Birkenstock, which literally translates to birch stick. The roots of the company go all the way back to the 18th century, by the way. From shoes to alcohol, this is pronounced Jagermeister in German, Jägermeister. English speakers usually say Jagermeister, which is pretty much the same, just with a pretty thick accent.
I think it's so funny because you can tell she's not American because she stressed it, the Meister. She stressed the Meister too much because I don't think anyone says Jagermeister. She's just tried to stress it a little bit too much, but that's actually funny. But yeah, we say Jagermeister.
Jagermeister.
Yeah, but it's Jagermeister.
Jagermeister.
But I think it's the exact same. I don't really hear the difference in how they say it and how we say it.
And people also often use the abbreviation Jaeger, like, can I have a shot of Jaeger, please? Yeah. It literally means hunt master. Jäger is the hunter and Meister is master, and it's a German herbal liquor. This is a German grocery store. You can also find them in other European countries, and they even have some stores in the US. I usually get the majority of my groceries at Aldi here in the US. In Germany, we call stores like Aldi or Lidl discounters because they sell groceries for very low prices. In English, people usually pronounce this Aldi. I think I've also heard Aldi before, but I think most people say Aldi. Or they also
Oh no.
Or they also sometimes add an S that isn't there in the end and say Aldi's.
Really?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Really?
It has its origins in 1945 when the two brothers Theo and Karl Albrecht took over their mother's corner store and came up with the concept of having a small selection while having low prices. The name Aldi comes from Albrecht Discount, so Albrecht, which is their last name, discount. In Germany we have Aldi Süd and Aldi Nord, Aldi South and Aldi North. Again, this is because of
Yeah, so I think these were the two brothers, and they split up. They got into an argument just like the Puma and Adidas. I think now in the U.S. it's Aldi and Trader Joe's. They're the same company, but I think it's the two brothers companies, so Aldi and Trader Joe's.
Two different businesses. In the US, the store is simply called Aldi and it actually belongs to Aldi South, while the store Trader Joe's belongs to Aldi North.
Okay, I knew that.
Now let's move on to cosmetics. Nivea is a German brand from Hamburg that's mainly known for its face lotion in a little container, but of course they offer a large variety of products nowadays. Again, I find the English pronunciation pretty funny here. English native speakers usually say Nivea, Nivea. In German, we say Nivea, Nivea. So the emphasis is on the E, Nivea. This is a German hair cosmetics brand that you can find all over the world pretty much. In German, we pronounce it Schwarzkopf, which literally means black head. Schwarzkopf. English native speakers usually pronounce it Schwarzkopf or Schwarzkopf or something along those lines. Deutsche Bank is the largest bank in Germany. Deutsche Bank also literally means
Bank of America.
German bank.
Yeah.
Of course, you can find Deutsche Bank not only in Germany but in other.
We have Bank of America here. But I don't really think Deutsche Bank exists here.
Yeah.
I don't know. But how would you pronounce it?
Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank.
Other countries as well. A good friend of mine here in Cincinnati actually just did an internship with them in their New York City location. And she's also going to start a full-time job with them soon. And Americans usually pronounce it Deutsche Bank or something along those lines. And my friend always uses the abbreviation Deutsch when she refers to it. So like she said, I got a job offer from Deutsch, which is just really funny to me because that literally just means German.
I got a job offer from German.
Manufacturer of high-end domestic appliances.
I don't know this one.
And it's not exactly pronounced wrong in English, but English native speakers usually say something like Mila. So it usually sounds more like an A in the end, whereas in German we say Miele. Miele. So the last letter is just a little bit different. And Miele really does stand for quality. If you invest in a Miele dishwasher or washing machine, you just know that it's going to be a good product and it's going to last. This is something that everyone knows and loves, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't even know how
What
to
would you say? What would you say?
Harbor.
Harbor.
I don't even know how to say it.
It's the I in there. So I would say Haribo. Haribo. But then even at the bottom, what would you say is that?
Gold bearing.
Oh, that's actually right.
For real?
Yeah. Gold band.
Gold bearing.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Look at you. Speaking German after one video.
Maybe not everyone knew that Haribo is actually German. We pronounce it Haribo. Haribo. And again, the name originates in the name of the founder of the company, which was Hans Riegel, and he was from the city of Bonn in Germany. So Hans Riegel from Bonn, and he always took the first two letters.
I think this is the same place, but Bonn used to be the capital of Germany before Berlin. So after I think it's World War II, Berlin became the capital after the wall fell and everything. And whereas Bonn now is super boring, it has a castle and everything, but I think it's just a university city now. I could be wrong, but I think this is the same Bonn that's used to be the capital. I've been there.
First put them together and it became Haribo.
It was good.
Hans Riegel Bonn.
Just a little boring.
And last but not least, let's talk about a company that is not doing super well during these times. but it's one of the largest companies in Germany and second largest airline in Europe.
How would you pronounce it?
Lufthansa.
Yeah, as you can tell, it's just an airplane. I know how to pronounce it because I've been on some of their flights, so I'll just let her say it. What'd you say?
Lufthansa.
Lufthansa. Oh, that's actually pretty close. You said it close that time.
Lufthansa.
Okay, yeah.
And maybe you've flown with them before. In English, people usually say Lufthansa, but in German, we say Lufthansa. So the emphasis
you were
on
close.
the first syllable, Lufthansa versus Lufthansa.
Man, it's crazy.
And that was the last brand name on my list. So now, of course, I want to know from you guys which of these brand names you've always mispronounced, and maybe which ones you didn't even realize were German brands. And also let me know in the comments below which German brand or maybe German celebrity name or something like that.
Volkswagen.
Always wanted to know how to pronounce it correctly, and maybe I can...
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Yeah, VW. VW. That's just the V and a W. See, I almost said V. Oh my gosh, I'm getting confused now because I'm getting my languages confused. Oh man. So what shocked you the most?
Volkswagen
one?
And then Audi.
And see, I didn't even know that Nivea was German. I didn't know that. I've used Nivea on pretty much all my life.
BMW.
BMW?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was actually pretty interesting.
Learn something.
You gotta learn something every day, eh?
It's crazy how they talk different.
Alright guys, let us know in the comments down below what you actually found the most interesting and how you think my brother did pronouncing some of the things, because he actually did pretty good. You did pretty good for your first time.
Smart.
Yeah, it runs in the family, eh?
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit one of these videos on the screen right now to see other videos like these and more about the differences between Germany and the US. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Peace out.